Hi, I'm Lenneke of Len's Crafty Life, and I have decided to finally make some onion skin dyed papers. So I have been collecting all these onions, I think over quite a few years. I had this pot already before I moved here 2.5 years ago. So of course I use more onions than this, but let me just put them in here. So you can probably do it with less onions, but to be honest, I don't think I'm going to do this very often. So I am going to pop them in all. So lots and lots and lots of onion skins. So then I've boiled some water. This is hot water. Put that on. I'm gonna pour this on. This is about 1.5 liters. Was that in gallons? I have no idea. Don't know. I think I'll fill it up more because these are a lot of onion skins. So I think I'll make a lot of water, or depending on how much. Oh, look at that! It's already releasing its color. So I think I will have, if I make more water, I will have tons and tons and tons of papers that I can dye with these. So hopefully that's gonna work, and it's gonna leave a beautiful color hopefully on the paper. So I'm just gonna add some more water, and I'll be back probably either in the next video, or I'll be able to stick it onto this video, but I'm not sure if I'll manage that. And otherwise this will be part 1. Okay, thanks for watching. So I've kind of boiled all these onion skins. These were like the yellow onion skins for I think about half an hour, and I just let it sit for a long time. So basically it's kind of like, almost looks like a reddish color, but I will use this device, which is great, to put on there, and then I put it in this baking tray because this one is quite large, so it can I have like A4 sized papers, so I can soak them in here. I'll probably have too much fluids to go in one go in this, so I'll probably do this in batches. Yeah, quite a bit can go in there. I think there's probably a lot. Well, there's quite a bit left still. This is about 3 liters. So this is what's left. Not sure if I can make another batch, but I think this will probably give me tons of papers, and I could even, you can even color, fabrics in here, or ribbons, and your laces if you like the color. I think, let me just, do I still have it? No, can't find anymore. Where I dunked in like a little piece of paper, which I don't have anymore, and it turned out a really nice kind of brownish yellowish color, but I'll show you that in the next episode. So this is it for now, because I don't have my paper. I need to buy some paper because I want to use 100 grams of paper, which is a little bit heavier than a normal 80 grams copy paper. Again, I'm not sure what that is in the US, but your normal copy paper, when it gets wet and you dry it, I find when you want to put like a clip something on it with oh my goodness, with a paper clip, yes, then the 80 grams of paper, it's not that strong, so I prefer to use the 100 grams of paper basically for all my paper that I print on to make journals, or because you never know on what page you want to clip something with a paper clip. So that's what I prefer, but I don't have much left, so I need to buy some, which I'll do very soon. And then I'll do a technique, if I have the link, which I think I do, I'll show you the link to the lady I learned this technique of, which is going to be a first. It's basically, she does what she calls the lazy way. She does like 100 papers or so in one go. She dips it in, takes them out straight away. She puts them on here, and then you've got this stack of 100 papers. She lets it sit for 12 hours, depending on where you are. If it's very humid where you are, you need to leave it for 24 hours. And then she divides the whole pack in threes. She lets it for another 12 hours, and then she spreads it out all over a bed on, you know, kind of like a plastic background. So that's what I intend to do. So if you want to see how I'm getting on with that, just keep following these. This is either part 2 or I managed to stick this on to part 1, not sure, but just follow me along. Okay, now this is either part 3 or just the 3rd video. So I'm using onion skin dyed fluid here, water. So it was from Yellow Onion Skins, Yellow Onions. So this has been standing for a while since we had some, you know, I had some dinner with my husband, or tea as the English would say. And so I managed to do 25 papers. Now I didn't manage to get the 100 grams of paper, and I did have some which I like to use, because the 80 grams is like normal copy paper, but I find it too thin if after you dyed it you want to clip anything on with a paper clip. So I prefer to use 100 grams of paper, but this is actually 120 grams. Now the lady who I got this technique from, she got it from somebody else again, but please find her link, the link to her video, her tutorial below this video. And she put on top, she did like a stack of 100 papers in one go, left it overnight, but she did it with coffee dyed paper, with coffee dye, and she put like this white paper on top of the last page. Otherwise the last page got really dark. So I'm not sure how that works with onion skin dye water, but I decided to do the same thing, plus that page you can still use as well. So this is 25 pieces of paper, and it's really nice. It's kind of like this old, or almost like a parchment, old parchment color, and it has like a speckled, you know, well, maybe I can pick it up. Yeah, I can pick it up. Let you see from up close. Maybe you can see like the mottled effect, and this looks like really authentic parchment paper, to me at least. So this is the first page. I may or may not use that. It's, you know, it's very sturdy now because it's all stuck together. But to be honest, this lady did so 100 papers, but I think I'll do 4 stacks of 25 papers, because I think I can put this one like so, and you put it on this tray because it will drip. And she left the stack of 100 pages like for 12 hours. Now this has been sitting there, I think, I don't know, before dinner, it's now 10, I think, for 4 hours. So I let it drip just a bit, and then hopefully I can put this one, I can move this one up just a smidgen, put this one next to it. Now the trick that this lady said was to put these papers as straight as, how do you say this in English? Well, as much exactly on top of each other as is possible. So really line them up as much as you can, because you then get like an even color. You don't, if you don't do it like here, you know, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for me. You can probably see like on the edges when it's done that they weren't exactly 100%, you know, straight on top of each other, but that's fine by me. Now I do 1 page at a time because I used an awful lot of onion skins, so there's quite a good, you know, a very deep color in this, so I don't need to really let them soak for very long. Just put them in, take them out, let them drip a bit, and then put one on top of the other. So I won't bore you with showing you how I do this for the next hour or so. Well, hopefully less. Actually, this process does go quite fast. So I did used to dye, like with coffee dye, dye some, and then 2 at a time, put them in the oven. So you were very busy with the oven the whole evening, but they were done, you know, straight away in one evening. But it was very hot work. Of course, you know, it costs electricity from your oven. And this is just air drying technique. It takes longer. It may take 2 or 3 days, this lady said, but you know, it's less, you do a bit every time. So it's in a sense less time consuming, because most of the time it's just a time to let them dry. So I was probably busy with that stack maybe 20 minutes. So, you know, I may do this for another 45 minutes, max of an hour, then I let them sit overnight. Tomorrow I'll just see how they are doing when I wake up, and we'll take it from there. So, thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Okay, I've been at it for about 40 minutes now, and I did another 60 pages. These are 30 and those are 30. But as you can see, there is, well, as you can see, my hands do get discolored as well. So you may want to wear those kind of plastic gloves if you don't want this, but it's very light, so I think it will rub off quite easily. Now, what I just did, I had some leftover juice, colored water in this, which I poured in the pan because this pan was getting almost empty, having done, you know, these 60 and another 50 on another tray that is out on my dining table to dry on the tray. But I thought I'd just show you what I do. So these are a lot of yellow skin onion skins. So I just, you know, squish them, and as you can probably see, there's quite a bit of, you know, juice still coming out of that. So I'll just squish them to get all the dye and all the juice, well, juice, it isn't really juice, is it? It's colored water out of there. Then I have got this device, which is actually for my pans. Put it on top, and I just pour it in. So that will be the last. Let me just put that to one side. But I think because this water has been in, like it was less water with all the onion skins for much longer than the first batch, I wonder if this is going to be darker. So what I'll do is I'll pop these aside. You do get these tiny little thingies from the onion skins, but I don't mind. Gives it a rustic effect. Let me put these aside. And then I've got this last tray. I've got a lot of trays in my oven because a while back I got a new oven, but I decided to keep the trays from my old oven, and now I know why. So let me see, I'm not sure. So you may be able to see like the little bits in here from the onion skin. Now they may stick to your paper, but actually if you take them out like this, just let them drip, it's not really too bad. So let me see if I can do 2 stacks, one next to the other again. Well, it's not too bad. I don't think these will be much darker. So the way I'm doing it now, since I have so much of this liquid, I just, well, basically I want to go on till it's all gone, but I'm not sure I'm going to manage. I do need to go to bed at some point. Almost 11 p.m. at the moment. So what I'll do is the leftover fluids you can keep for about 3 days, 4 days, I'm not sure, but for about 3 days I have been told. And then, you know, so over the next few days you can always use it. Or what you could do is put some fabric in here or some linen, or some, you know, ribbons and lace. You know, if you want to dye those a similar color, that could be a solution to use up the last bit of liquid. But I'll be doing this for some time before I go to bed, I think. See how far I can get with getting all this liquid used.